Welcome back, everyone, to Boxmining. Today, we have a very special guest.
Hi, my name is Anson. I'm coming from, I have a YouTube channel called the Tradveller.
Yes.
Now I'm running my own Quant fund and also running a platform, trading bot platform called CyberTrades. Yeah.
I guess I actually really want to know because you started at quite a young age, right? Around 19 years old. How did you get into crypto and Bitcoin?
Yeah, back then I was studying in college. So I'm coming from Johor Bahru. It's the southern part of Malaysia. So when I need to study, I need to go to the capital city, which is Kuala Lumpur.
Okay.
It's the central regions. So I go to study my alone, but I'm coming from a not so rich family. And I always experience those kind of things like, oh, you need to save money, you cannot spend much, everything you need to see at the price tag. So actually, since small, I already I want to make some big business. And this is also actually why I studied science stream during secondary school.
Right.
But I turned my major to finance on college degree. And that's why, so I want to make money. Okay, I want to change my life.
So it's the hunger, the drive going forward.
The hunger. So I tried a lot of different kind of things like e-commerce, doing some small business, doing some sales on credit card, asking people to sign up. And I ended up inspired by a movie called The Wolf of Wall Street.
Right.
So at the beginning of the movie, it says that if you want to make money, you need to go to the place that is full of money, which is the answer is financial markets.
Right.
So I started looking which kind of money financial market is the one I want to spend time and effort in it. So I find that because that's the time around 2019, 2018 and 19. So it's bear market.
Right.
So there's a legendary story back then, 20K, the Bitcoin once go to the peak. So I said, why this thing is so kind of crazy, going from $1 to so high. So I'm very interested in it. So I start search.
So this is actually in the bear market. So you actually chose to
because I'm just graduated. I started looking for opportunity. I really hope that I can go in earlier,
but even though the number was going down, so Bitcoin prices at that time was dropping, right? So even though it was dropping, you still were going in.
Yeah, because as I say, I try to find opportunities. I also go study in properties, classes, and also going to
So you saw the potential beyond just the short term, the dump, right?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I start asking myself why, how can it be? There must be a reason, so I go study, and I find that there's still a very young market. There's still potential because we have just gone through the .com legends period, so that I think that will be the next big thing.
Before we continue with the interview, guys, I do have to say that right now on our channel, we're giving away iPhone 15 Pro Max, 3 of them actually, and all you have to do to enter is to sign up for the Bybit exchange using the link down below, this link. And once you get into it, you'll see our offer, which is if you deposit 100 USDT and we'll make one trade, you'll get a chance to win. And we'll do the live draw on this channel too. And one of the reasons why we're working with Bybit really is that they have a very, very good trading interface now with lots of volume. Plus, they also have one of my favorite features, which is tons and tons of sub accounts that you can easily access. It's pretty awesome. So what are you waiting for? Get that iPhone 15 today so you have a better trade experience.
So I think this is actually super crazy because at the same time, I was actually passing back there. It's this is the central, it's Hong Kong finance district, right? And all around me, I just see people flooding Bitcoin. This 2018 level, they're oh, this is over. 冇得玩啦, this is 垃圾啦, steep down啦, Bitcoin. They're how's your Bitcoin going? It's trash.
A lot of people try to laugh at it.
Right. So you actually went in during this time. So how did you learn everything? How?
Oh yeah. So I continue research, and of course the Facebook ads pop up.
Right.
So there's a academy called David Justin.
Right.
It's the biggest Mandarin speaking crypto education in Malaysia. They are still teaching now, so I'm one of their students back then.
Right.
So from there, I'm inspired because back then they are teaching about mining,
trading,
right. Even masternode.
Right.
It's back then story. So because I have no startup capital, even I go to attend courses, I still need to borrowing money from my friends.
So you actually borrow money to actually get it. That's courage.
Yeah, courage.
That's a lot of courage,
and even though my starting trading capital is also borrowing.
Nice,
It's not a good demonstration, but this is how I started all.
Right. Because you have to you like it's never easy, right? Like some people are not born. It's like you're not born with the money, right? So
no background.
No background.
Nothing.
Right. So that took a lot of courage. So then. So when you started in 2018, and then there's still a 2019, 2020 bear market. How would you even like proceed to continue generating money during that time? And how would you,
Yeah, sure. Why I finally picked trading, especially in crypto, is that it gives me the ability to went through all kinds of market situations. Because when you do trading, you can go long or short. Which is, if you can get the trading skill right, you even bull market, bear market, you can make money.
Right.
So during that time, it's bear market.
Yes.
And also, actually, my first pot of gold is coming from shorting Bitcoin.
Right.
So that time it's around like the big short is come from like 9,000 to 6,000 around there. I cannot remember clearly. Back then, I was trading on BitMEX. So a lot of overload issues. That's how I started. So I made some money from there.
And it's actually quite interesting because you spend the effort to look into it, but then you have to separate that and say, okay, like the better trader right now is a short.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So it's actually just like kind of like two different philosophies. One is, okay, you still believe in crypto, you're still gonna invest your time into it, right? But at the same time, like fuck this, I'm gonna short. So it's the right call, right?
During that time, because BitMEX is like is inverse perpetual, it means that you're using Bitcoin to trade and you earn in Bitcoin.
Right.
Of course, in long term, I surely believe in Bitcoin. That's why I still try to accumulate as much Bitcoin as I can. So I keep shorting.
Right.
Because it's
Makes sense. Nice.
So, of course, I lose money in the beginning, and as you can see, my email screenshot, there's a lot of liquidations back then. But anyhow, I keep trying, and I found that when I keep losing money, I start to ask myself, because I know trading is a zero-sum game. So if you want to make money, you need to find someone that is losing money to you. So I understand that. I came up and find the thing called funding rates. Back then, right, funding rate is a very powerful indicator. Not for now.
Not anymore. Yeah.
Because during that time, the market is still very naive. Okay, people are just going long short and degen. But I know that funding rate is actually telling us long short ratios.
Yes.
So when the funding rate is high, that means that a lot of people is long, a lot of people is short. So if you are the market maker behind, what you do is basically you dump the markets. So when I find this pattern, then I literally my success rate is very high. My greatest record is for 3 consecutive months. There's not a single losing trades.
Right. So it's really the counter thinking. So if everyone's going long, then it's much easier for the market maker to liquidate all the longs.
Of course, because you need to earn. At least you cannot lose money. If you go the another way around, you need to pay a lot of money to. Then this doesn't make sense.
Right.
Especially you have the so-called controlling power. You have a lot of Bitcoin deposited in your exchanges.
Yes. So you're thinking about how the market maker react, how and it's like kind of like counter thinking, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you use that as a strategy to trade. You kind of got more successful in trading, and how then how did you fit that in? Because you actually grew a community of traders too, right? So how did that happen?
Because back then I was also attending a course that say that you need to build your self-branding. So I think that's a very correct way to think, because self-branding is an asset and you accumulate slowly. The earlier you start, the story will be more complete, because people, you need to know you through a story.
Right.
So I think YouTube is a very good place to write your story down. So then I started to shoot videos and started to like record journaling my trade with my guys.
Right.
And also community, and I also know that community will somehow in my futures I will be using it, leveraging it.
Right.
Then I just do it.
So you definitely made a lot of like trader friends along the way as well, right?
Yeah.
And that the common saying is like 80% of the traders are going to be losers and 20% will be the successful ones. So I guess like how do you spot the good ones, right? Because you've been saying that your community, you have like a lot of really good traders. How do you spot? What sort of traits do the successful traders have?
Okay, for me, if for manual traders, right, you must see this pattern in this one guy, is that he need to know when to give up opportunity. This is very crucial. because you cannot catch every single opportunity in the markets. Which means that if the guy doesn't know what his trading system will be really performing versus really like maybe not performing during like certain period, because every strategy itself has a good side and a bad side. Like maybe you are a trending strategist, every trending market you can catch it, but when consolidation comes, you need to keep cut lossing.
Right.
This is the very conscious thing you need to aware of it. If you're not aware of it, you will think that consolidation, you keep cut loss, you will think that the problem is me. It's not a good trader, and you keep like upsizing, then all the water management is a sucks, then of course you lose money.
So really it's not just about spotting opportunity, but it's also about knowing when to just cut loss and just exit an opportunity.
And also know what kind of market is not for you. You maybe need to stay out, or you need to know how to switch. But of course, if you can manage two kind of trading systems within regime switch, that's like a pro trader already. So I always encourage beginner trader try to adapt into one kind of style of trading. And I think always the best one is trending strategies. So I always say that the best strategy and best indicator is the simplest indicator, which is the MA. Actually, as you can find, all other indicator is lagging indicators.
Right.
And somehow it's like a lot of noise.
Right.
Actually, why a lot of like very experienced trader, 30, 40 years, they're still using MA, because that's a very simple indicator and least noise of indicator that you can use.
Right.
So for beginners, if you can just trade using MA and you can performing, that is already a very good sign of you are a good trader.
Got it.
Yeah.
So I think that's kind of interesting. So it's like finding when to lose. Okay, so being extremely like logical rather than like stubborn, right? So the stubborn guy is probably not gonna succeed here. Also, like, in terms of do you focus more on technical analysis? How's your trading like?
Back then, when I was starting as a meta trader, I most focusing in technical analysis and also non-price data, which is the funding rate, stuff like that. And after I started to do Quant, because why I'm doing Quant is that because I have a background of AUM company, I'm a shareholder of it. And when our fund keep growing and growing, we find that there's a challenge. We cannot digest all the money. The fund is a bit big. So what we try to do back then is try to like incubate new talents, new traders. But we find that to manage people is a very not easy.
Yes.
Okay? And somehow whether the people can perform you also a question marks. So we try to sit down. This time point is around like 2020. At the end of 2020, then we try to sit down and figure it out. How should we break through about this challenge? So we find that the answer is quantitative trading. This is also why I formed my Quant firm, because we know that only through computer you can manage multiple accounts, you can test multiple alpha strategies, and you can have a more diversified portfolio, which is a better performing of funfa.
Strategy or method. Okay, so that's very interesting. So so basically you start from manual. So it was starting manual trading, technical analysis. Then you grew to Quant. Okay, so what are you doing now? So what sort of you're managing a fund. You also have a platform as well for trading, right?
For cyber trade. But for Quant, actually there's a lot of approaches, but actually it's quite similar to technical analysis, because when you do technical analysis, right, you also need to do back tests.
Yes.
In Quant, you also need to do back tests.
Yes.
Of course, there's some kind of approaches there's no way you can do back tests, like doing high frequency trades, arbitrage, market making. Those kind is like you are earning the money from the table. You already see the money. But let's say you are doing like CTA, which is like doing directional trades, but using bots, Quant machine, and you need to backtest. So it's all about stats. And this stats is nothing rocket science. It's the thing that you learned back then in your secondary school or even primary school. So I think you guys have learned the normal distribution curve.
Yes.
So actually it's just collecting data, collecting a backtest result, and trying to find the abnormal, or we call alpha, or the signal through the distributions. So the distribution will tell that what standard deviation, which is the opportunity that came out not so frequent, is a good opportunity, because you need to find that the spread is like opening so big so you can take opportunity and try to make that spread. So this is how Quant work. But actually the basic logic is same to TA, technical analysis. You try to find a pattern and take advantage on the patterns. Yeah. So for cyber trade is I try to use my resources because as we do Quant, we have a lot of like expensive data. So like from TARDIS, from any kind of way source we can take in for the data we take in. Just for maintaining data for 1 year, every year you need to pay around 60 to 80K USD just to maintain a database. So from there, because since I have a so community and I try to make it happen, make it ecosystem. So I built a cyber trades. So cyber trade is I want to aim for the user friendly for people like retail.
So what is this platform? So obviously I've seen it, right? But can you describe to people what this platform is and what it's trying to do?
Sure. Okay. So cyber trade basically is a trading platform for people to deploy their code strategies. Because if you want to deploy your code by yourself, there's a lot of ad hoc. You need to build a server and you need to figure it out a lot of things. But in here, you can just put your code by using Python code or using TypeScript, using TradingView webhook. Then you can just straightly deploy your strategies.
Right.
This is for the trader side. So if you're not a trader and you don't want to learn a lot of ad hoc, you can go there, you just plug in the API, follow the strategy that you want. All the things you need to do is just analyze, like using Sharpe ratio, whether is the max drawdown, is it aligned with your trading risk appetite. Then you just can plot it and try to make.
So it's really just automated trading, but for everyone, like for normal users.
Yeah.
Awesome. So okay, now that we know what you're building, what do you see in the future? So I mean, obviously you're heavily committed into the space. Where do you see yourself going and where everything is going?
Okay. For trading itself, I think that the future trend is definitely related to social fi. As you can see, like last year, right, like Big Gap, Pionex, all this kind of platform is keep pushing about copy trading because you know that there's not a lot of traders in the markets, not real traders. Even though a lot of traders come in, they just want to make fast money.
Yes.
So definitely, if you can provide a good strategy for people and you charge a little bit, like maybe 10% profit share, people are willing to do it, and it is a win-win-win situation. Three wins. Okay, platform wins, the trader wins, and also the investor wins. So I think this is the futures of the trading, and I also believe that the trading will be more automated. For now, there's already 70% of trading volume by bots in the trading markets. So I also believe this numbers will be keep increasing in the future. Like now, I already have ChatGPT. I think that automation trading will be a normal in futures. There's no people will do manual trade anymore.
Exactly. Okay, cool. So now that we have our audience. Would you have any advice for the audience if they want to start trading or quant trading? What are the top 3 tips?
The top 3 tips. Okay. Always cut loss.
Always cut loss.
Okay. When I say cut loss is that you need to know your cut loss point before you know how to exit when you take profit. Because if you don't know where you need to cut loss, you don't know what is the risk reward. When you don't know about risk reward, definitely you will not succeed in trading. Because in order to just find a 1 to 2 risk reward ratio, it's not as easy as you think.
Right.
So if you have no clear direction on how you cut loss, definitely you don't know how to exit. You just exit randomly. Maybe sometimes make money, sometimes break even. Then you know. And the second thing is that you need to, because people have the mentality of loss aversions.
Right.
It means that people will tend to be more afraid to holding a winning position comparing to a losing position, this is very weird. You're losing money, but you're keeping like gambler mindset. I wait for people. This is a very common mentality mistake that people do. So you need to tweak. When you winning money, you need to like have a losing mental. Like I don't care. I keep going one. But when you are losing, you need to cut loss fast, which is related to first again. Yeah. So third, always do a lot of backtests, and also when I say backtest, it means that it gives you confidence. Because if you don't backtest your trading system, you're not gonna make it, because you yourself will condemn yourself first. So whenever you lose money, you will like keep doubt of yourself.
Yeah, freak out, right?
Right. So of course, the last thing and the most important is backtesting.
Awesome.
So through backtesting, you only know that your trading system works, and you can stick with your trading strategies.
Awesome.
Make it. So basically, these 3 suggestions.
That's really cool. I think it's actually really, really insightful. So guys, thank you, Anson, so much for coming.
Thanks for having me.
Guys, check out his social. So you have your YouTube channel, Anson Tan.
Instagram, and I do my trade course on my Twitter.
Mhm.
Yeah, so you can check it out there.
Awesome, guys. We'll put the links down below as well. So guys, thank you so much for watching. See you next time.
Peace out.
Peace out. Awesome, really good. Thank you, man. Thank you. All right, let's hope the footage is good.
Okay.
Hold yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hold yeah. Good.